how it
Yes,
affects
somewhere I have a map of the state preparedness around the country. And the answer is yes. None have done as much as California. But I think New York State has had several significant. There was the New England state assessments. I think the West Coast states have all been worrying about this issue, and they all have assessments. Some of the southern states and Texas are laggards. There's a relationship between the red and the blue states and those that do assessments, but it's not 100%. Alaska, which is a deep red state, is also very thoroughly assessed, and they're continually aware of it. And there I would say that the visibility of the impacts in Alaska are there for most people to see and understand. And so I think if I had a point, Alaska would sort of indicate to me, or for that matter, even California, because we got Assembly Bill 32, awareness of the impacts and an understanding of how it affects me and what we have to do to reduce those impacts on me. That awareness is also a motivator for action on mitigation of climate change. Not that Alaska makes a huge contribution to greenhouse gas emissions. I think the other aspect that we have emphasized in these lectures is the importance of the cultural tradition. On sea level rise, we saw this in the countries that have been struggling with the sea for a long time, in Europe and in China, for example. They're prepared, much more prepared to assess and act. Californians are prepared. Why? Because it's so beautiful. And the place was settled through rhetoric in their early 20th century. Come to the paradise, environmental paradise that is California. Come live here, build our economy. And so I think the beauty of the estate is connected to our environmentalism, and that we've been willing to spend a fair amount of public funds and effort to keep our state beautiful. And that when Los Angeles became an abomination in smog, we took early action ahead of almost every city in the world except London. And so I think these kinds of things are deeper than scientists coming and saying the sky is falling, or the sky is warming, the sky is warming. It's deeper than that. If you've got something you want to preserve and you care about it, and you've been doing it for a while, then you'll be open to the argument.